Wisconsin. Elks taking on Rogers, second game of the Lake Superior Classic tournament. Heckle will take the draw for the Elks. Puck is loose at center ice. Heckle gets it. He's going to carry it towards the blue line, knock it towards the boards to Stanley. Stanley sends it in on net. That's blocked. Battle for it along the boards. Gus able to throw it a little deeper. Rogers gets it back. Knocked off his stick by Heckle. Heckle throws it in on net. Goalie makes a save. Puck loose out in front. Elks holding the zone. Heckle's shot is blocked up towards the slot and back towards the boards. Armagas sends it down low. Rogers gets it back. Elks not able to hold the zone. Puck back up ice. Gus there to play it. Gus will throw it back out in the neutral zone towards Stanley. Stanley had to chip off his stick into the Rogers zone. Stanley sends it in on the net. Goalie makes a save. Puck behind the net. skated up, carries it up the boards, gets past Woodworth, comes in, takes a shot, blocking and will make the save. Win the draw up to the blue line. Rogers has it. He's going to wind up, take a shot, and Blonnie will make a save. Jorgensen will take the draw. Kicks the puck ahead. Rogers gets it back. Jorgensen not able to play it. Comes over to Stanley, who throws it up ice past Rogers, no icing. Back behind the net, up the boards. Jorgensen not able to play it, but hits the official. Puck towards the blue line. Jorgensen throws it deep, comes right back out of his zone. Pass ignores. Stanley has it knocked off his stick. Rogers gets it back. Shot, Blonnian will make the save and cover it. Left in the first. Rogers shot off the draw, hits Rogers' player in the backside. He goes down. Elks will get it up and out of the zone. Loose at center ice. Elks have it at the blue line. Try to shove it into the zone. Can't get it in there. Rogers gets it back. They'll skate it up. Cuts past the defense, knocked off his stick. Stanley throws it against the boards. Tries to play it ahead. Rogers ends up throwing it down low again. Elks knock away, but Rogers gets it back. Shot past the net, up the boards to Hansen. Hansen throws it up ice. That should be icing. .12:38 remaining. First. Jorgensen on the draw. Throws it into the corner. Elks backhanded ahead. Jorgensen with it. Tries to play it ahead to his brother. Gets knocked away. Rogers has it at the blue line. Goes just wide up the boards. Rogers sends it in on net. Blocked by Woodworth. Woodworth backhands it to the boards. Rogers gets it back. Sends it down low. Gus picks it up. Plays it ahead, but hits the official. Puck would have left the zone. Puck out in front. Rogers gets it, shot blocking, and makes a save. Rebound comes out. Up top, Rogers will have it at the blue line. He's going to take a shot. Blocked by Jorgensen. Jorgensen up ice with it. Jorgensen tries to cut through the middle. He gets a little bit of Rogers. Jorgensen shoots and scores. Noah Jorgensen avoids the contact, gets the puck back on his stick, shoots across the goalie's body for a goal. Elks lead 1-0. Jorgensen blocked the shot, got up ice, got a look, and scored. Puck along the boards. Rogers gets it back in their zone. Back up ice, knocked down by Jorgensen. Jorgensen at the blue line. Plays it ahead into the Rogers zone. Sends it down into the corner. Rogers will play it back up the boards. Jorgensen there to gather it. Sends it out in front. Rogers knocks away. Can talk to Signor. Signor's going to take a shot. That's blocked by Rogers. He's able to slow the Rogers player down. Puck loose at center ice. Comes back to Rogers. They'll skate it in. His shot attempt is poked away towards the slot. Signor has it. They'll skate it out. Puck out in the neutral zone. Goes back into the Elk zone. Stanley tries to play it at the blue line. Can't pick it up. Rogers gets it. Signor's trying to keep him wide. Shot, blocking and makes the save. Puck's out in front. Rogers played it. Rebound came out. Rogers players didn't see it. Elk's able to knock away. Rogers gets it back. Shot sails wide of the net, up the boards. Carlson loses an edge, goes down. Rogers gets it back. Played ahead, back into the Elk River zone. Comes to Signor. Signor's going to send it up ice. Rogers touches it, no icing. Back behind the net. Rogers going to throw it back up the boards. Carlson gets a stick on it. Holds it momentarily. Rogers up ice. Gus knocks it off his stick. Puck back in the Elk River zone. Stanley ahead to Gus. Back to Stanley. Sends it across to Owen Jorgensen. Jorgensen sends it deep. Puck goes back behind the net. Rogers will pick it up in their zone. Plays it up the boards. Gus has it. Sends it back down low. Rogers picks it back up. Towards the blue line. Woodworth backhands it deep. Rogers gets it again. Back up the boards. Woodworth knocks it down. Comes to Heckel. Heckel towards the slot. He takes a shot. Goalie with a blocker save into the corner. Carlson gathers the puck. Sends it up top to Woodworth. Woodworth not able to get a stick on it. He's going to come and play it back at the blue line and send it deep. Puck back behind the net. Rogers throws in the corner. Nash Stanley with it. Rogers comes away with it. Elks knock it away. Heckel gets it back. Heckel sends it in on net. Goalie kicks that into the corner. Carlson pins it along the boards. Comes to Heckel. Heckel sends it in towards the net. Gets deflected. Goes wide. Into the corner. Nash Stanley tries to take a shot. Puck up towards the blue line. Elks stop it at the blue line, but the Rogers Royals will come up with it. Sends into the Elks zone. Gus with it. He's going to turn and tries to send it up ice, but it hits Woodworth's skate. Woodworth lifts the stick, knocks the puck away. Rogers gets it back, cuts towards the slot. He gets past the defense. He skates in. He's going to shoot and lose control of the puck into the corner. Gus gets knocked down. Elks try to play it ahead. Puck is loose. Rogers gets it back. Rogers shot blocking and makes the save into the corner. Gus gets it to Heckel. Heckel throws it up the boards. Rogers has it again. Rogers cuts towards the middle. Backhand shot. Blonding will make the save. Puck's loose. Elks get it up and out to the blue line. Rogers has it. Sends it deep. Back down low. Rogers sending pass. Goes off the back of the net. Rogers with it. Sent up top. Has it at the blue line. He's going to send the puck right back down into the corner. Rogers has it again behind the net. Near side in the corner. Back towards the net. Rogers carries it back into the corner. Sent up the boards. Elks break it up. Out in front. Gus intercepts the pass. Gus up ice with it. Gus sends it up the boards to Carlston. Carlston loses an edge at the blue line. Rogers will get it back. Pass out in front. Rogers has it. Sends it up and out of the zone. He'll send that deep. That should be icing. They waved it off. Don't know why. Elks never touched it. Gus behind the net with it. He avoids the contact. Sent up the boards. Nash Stanley pressures and gets the puck out. Jorgensen racing over. Rogers gets it back. Rogers not able to play it as Jorgensen goes into the boards. Knocked away by the Elks. Gus sends backhand fluttering puck up and out of the zone. Rogers will play it. Elks get it back. Sent ahead. Carried into the zone. Gus has it. He gets knocked over. Rogers up ice. Elks with just one back. Played across. Rogers into the slot. Blonding with a kick save. Rogers gets it back. Shot off the side of the net. Rogers with it. Backhand shot. That gets deflected wide. Blonding does not have his stick right now. Vance Stanley hands it to him. Battle for it along the boards. And up and out of the zone. Rogers played across. Intercepted by Hansen. Hansen up ice. Hansen in front of the defense. Robert Hansen comes in. Shot. Goal! Hansen out hustles the Rogers defense. Backhand 5-hole on the goalie. Elks lead 2-0. Rogers wins the draw into the Elk zone. Signor with it. He's going to flip it up into the air, up and out of the zone. Rogers gets it back at center ice. Played ahead towards the Elk zone. Rogers sends it in. Deflected just wide. Stanley in the corner. Tries to push it up the boards. Rogers gets it back. Elks knock it off his stick. Rogers has it up top. Shot coming in, wide of the net. Rogers sends it out in front. Misses everybody to the boards. Owen Jorgensen knocks the puck away. He will lose it at the blue line. Rogers tries to play it ahead. Elks get out in the neutral zone. Noah Jorgensen tries to play it ahead to his brother. Rogers has it. Intercepted by Jorgensen. Jorgensen loses it at the blue line, but is able to backhand it up and out. Rogers misplays the puck. They'll get it back. Turns it up ice. Elks knock it off his stick. Rogers gets it back. Shot attempt goes wide of the net. Signor behind the net with it. Throws it up the boards to Owen Jorgensen. He loses it at the boards. Puck comes right back to Owen. Owen's going to send it up ice. Rogers has it in their zone. Rogers behind the net. Sent ahead, broken up by Jorgensen. Or I'm sorry, Armagast. Now Jorgensen has it. In the corner. Jorgensen being pressured by two Royals. Jorgensen. He gets pulled down. We're not going to see a whistle though. Up ice. Stanley stops the Rogers player, breaks it up at center ice, comes right back to Jorgensen. Jorgensen chips it into the Rogers zone, puck down low. Rogers will play it across. He's going to send it up ice. Past most of the Elks defense, but Signor is back to break it up and throw it back up ice. Elks have it at the blue line. Got to wait for Jorgensen to clear. Jorgensen out. Elks throw it deep. Rogers will play it along the boards. Rogers will push it out in the neutral zone. Now they'll skate up ice with it. Broken up by the Elks. Rogers pokes it away. Into the corner. Kicked away by Signor. Rogers has it behind the net. He's going to come around, tries a wraparound. Elks break it up. Puck goes back behind the net. Signor with it. Up the boards. Flex off the ref. Backhanded up to Armagast. Armagast gets it up ice. That will be icing. 4 minutes remaining in the first. Elks leading 2-0. Heckel will take the draw. Puck goes down below the goal line. Battle for it in the corner. Heckel throws it up the boards to Carlson. Carlson not able to get it out. Comes back to Heckel. Heckel throws it right back up the boards. Puck towards the slot. Gus is there to play it. Gus skates up ice. Flips it off the boards. Up into the Rogers zone. Rogers throws it back behind their net. He'll carry it down low, back up the boards. Gus is there. Can't control it at the blue line. He'll get it back. Rogers there to pressure. Gus will carry it along the boards and send it back into the Rogers zone. Rogers throws it back up the boards. Woodward tries to play it. Elks can't hold it. Gus gets it back at center ice. Gus has it knocked away. Rogers going to skate in. Rogers comes in shot blocking to make the save. .309 remaining in the first. Elks leading 2-0. Jorgensen on the drop. Towards the slot. Elks break it up. Jorgensen has it. Knocked off his stick. He'll gather back along the boards. Sends it ahead as he loses an edge. Rogers skates back in towards the slot. Shot up over the net. Towards the slot again. Rogers can't control it. Stanley plays it ahead to his brother. Nash will get it out of the zone to Jorgensen. Jorgensen skates it up. Loses it at center ice. Rogers turns it right back in. Signor throws it back out into the zone. Rogers gets it back. They'll skate it in. Cuts towards the middle. Elks break it up, and they throw it up ice. That should be icing. .233 remaining in the first. Face-off in the Elk River zone. Jorgensen on the draw. Signor throws it to the boards to Hansen. Hansen will throw it up out in the neutral zone. Rogers gets there first, flips it back to center ice. Kicked away by Jorgensen. Jorgensen will carry it in. We're going to say offsides, but I don't agree with that. Stanley was on the blue line. The face-off just outside the Rogers zone. 2:20 remaining in the first. Jorgensen knocks the puck down. Rogers has it. Jorgensen pushes it back towards the Rogers zone. Rogers has it along the boards. He'll skate it behind the net. Deflected off of Stanley's skates. Back up the boards. Rogers will skate it out of the zone. Signor can't play it. Stanley backhands it towards the boards, but Rogers is there to pick it up. Tries to cut to the middle. Elks try to break it up. Shot that sails over the net. Stanley throws it up the boards. Jorgensen gets it up and out of the zone. Rogers will gather it back in their zone. Sent back up ice. Past everybody. Stanley gets there first. Throws it to the boards. Rogers will throw it back down to the corner. Signor picks it up. Signor will throw it back up the boards. Rogers has it in the corner. Back behind the net. Signor on it again. He throws it back near side into the corner. Rogers has it again. Shot attempt blocked. Up ice. Stanley gets knocked off the puck. Sent down low. Signor with it. Loses one defender. Skated out of the zone. Up ice. Sent deep. Puck goes down low. Behind the net. Rogers with it. Throw behind the net. Stanley with it. Sending pass up front. Jorgensen shot. Puck's loose. Goalie covers it. Looks like it might be on the goal line. The ref saying no goal. 38.8 seconds remaining in the first. Elks try to play it ahead. Heckel throws it into the Rogers zone. Carlson with it. He has it knocked off his stick. He backhands it further down. Rogers up the boards. Gus has it. Sends it deep. Puck goes back behind the net. Centering pass. Elks not there to play it. Rogers up the boards. Elks pin it along the boards. Elks trying to get it back in the zone. Rogers with it now. Sent back up the boards. Heckel sends it wide of the net into the corner. Rogers will gather along the boards, and that should end the period. After one, Elks leading 2-0. Goals by Noah Jorgensen and Robert Hansen. Jorgensen will take the draw, start the second for the Elks. Puck along the boards. Rogers will pick it up. He's going to send that deep. Gus behind the net, has it knocked away, gets it back. Gets it knocked away again. Puck loose in the corner. Armagoss sends up ice. Rogers there to hold. He's going to take a shot. Gets through. Lonigan tries to cover it. Puck loose. Elks knock it away. They'll get it to the boards. Rogers sends it deep. Gus throws it up the boards. Jorgensen can't play it. Rogers gets it back. Comes back to Gus. Gus sends it up the boards. Deflects off of Noah Jorgensen. Comes to Woodworth. Woodworth will skate it up. It's poked away. Owen Jorgensen with it now. He will use it at the blue line and go offsides. Puck up ice. Signor will play it. Throws it back to center ice. Carlson backhands it across center ice. Picked up by Stanley. Stanley has it poked away. Rogers gets it back. Rogers up ice with it. Elks got a piece of it. Rogers gets it back. He's going to shoot. Lonigan poke checks the puck away as they try to cut across the crease. Signor plays it along the boards. Sent up ice to Stanley. Dash Stanley will pick it up along the boards. He sends it out in front. Rogers breaks it up. Rogers will skate it out. Signor kicks it away. Rogers gets it back. Elks break that up. Carlson throws it ahead. Carlson pushes it into the Rogers zone. Back up to the blue line. Carlson knocks it away. Carlson pushes it forward. He gets hooked and tripped. We're not going to get a call. Back up the boards. Rogers with it. Skate ahead, throwing up the boards. Rogers will get it in the corner. Eckel ties him up. Knocks it off his stick. Puck loose on the side of the net. Lonigan will cover it. .12:52 remaining in the second. Decided not to knock the net off after Lonigan covered it, so the net is getting put back by the officials. Owen Jorgensen to take the draw. Rogers wins the draw. Shot. Lonigan makes the save. Jorgensen on the draw. Tries to play it again. Rogers gets it. It's knocked down. Rogers gets back. Shot. Lonigan will make the save. Jorgensen can't win the draw. Knocks the puck away though. Battle for it at the face-off dot. Puck along the boards. Noah Jorgensen with it now. He'll push it up the boards. Flip the head to try to get the Hansen. Rogers gets it, throws it back down low. Gus has it. Loses the defender. Sends it up the boards. Jorgensen knocked it down. Rogers going to get back down low. Gus picks it up. Gus throws it far side into the corner to Owen Jorgensen. Rogers pins the puck along the boards. They get it back. Puck goes back below the goal line. Rogers has it again. Back up the boards. Hansen pushes the puck up and out of the zone. Rogers will get it back in their zone. Sent deep. Rogers will get there first. Gus tries to tie him up. Puck out in front. Hansen can't play it. Rogers gets it back. Shot. Deflected just wide of the net. Jorgensen skated up. Jorgensen up ice. He gets knocked off the puck. Rogers will get it back and throw it back towards the Elk River zone. Gus is able to push the puck away. Rogers has it again. This shot attempt is blocked. Now another one, puck out in front, goes wide. Back along the boards. Deflected near side along the boards. Rogers has it. Shot blocked by the Elks. Rogers takes a swing at the rebound, or the attempted shot goes wide. Elks break it up towards the slot. Woodworth tries to split the defense. He got hooked. No call. Rogers will play the puck. He will freeze it. .58 remaining in the second. Heckel will take the draw. Goes just wide of Stanley. Rogers not able to play it. Armagos pushed the puck down the boards. Rogers carries it up ice. Elks break it up. And sent back into the Rogers zone. No icing. Rogers will pick it up. Sent ahead. Armagos gets it, throws it into the corner. Rogers will pick it back up along the boards. Passed ahead, broken up by the Elks. Heckel throws it back in the Rogers zone. Elks, they said he was offsides, he wasn't. Tries to play it ahead. Rogers has it behind the net. Jorgensen breaks it up. He gets pushed down. Elks will pick it back up. Carlson gets it out of the zone. Hansen tries to play it, deflects right back to Carlson, who kicks it into the Rogers zone. Rogers going to throw it back up and out. Sent back in. They're going to say Elks offsides. So the refs can actually seem to call this offsides and icing. They're not even accurate on those, but the hooks and trips they are not calling. Puck loose along the board. Signor sends it up ice into the Rogers zone. Puck battle behind the net. Rogers comes away with it. Jorgensen tries to break it up. Rogers gets past the defense. He's going to carry it in. He takes a shot, blocking to make the save. .29 remaining in the second. Gus throws it behind the net up the boards. Rogers will get there first. Jorgensen tries to knock it away. Woodworth with it. He throws it up the boards. Rogers holds. Shot sails wide of the net. Up the boards. Rogers holds, sends deep. Gus picks it up behind the net. Cuts across the middle. He carries it out of the zone. Elks stay onside. Puck goes back behind the net. Armagos plays it out towards Woodworth. Woodworth fires shot. Goalie will make the save. .47 remaining in the second. Jorgensen will take the draw. Puck goes into the corner now behind the net. Rogers going to throw it back up the boards. Woodworth plays it ahead. Rogers gets it back. Woodworth knocks it down. Woodworth plays it ahead to Armagos. Armagos gets it towards the slot. Jorgensen gets run over. Elks going to get a power play. Rogers touches up. Go to the box. roughing on Rogers. 8:31 remaining in the second. Elks on the first power play of the game. Rogers with too many on the ice. Now they straighten it out. Hanson on the draw. Puck goes out front just past Jorgensen's stick. Jorgensen has it. He tries to send it in on net. That's blocked. Signor gets it. He's going to send it in on net. Rogers try to knock it over the air. Into the corner to Stanley. Stanley back behind the net. Intercepted by Rogers. Rogers plays it ahead. Jorgensen with it. Jorgensen turns, fires, block, comes right to Stanley. Stanley's shot goes just wide of the net. Played up the boards. Hanson knocks it down. Pins the puck. Rogers comes away with it. Comes right to Signor. His shot attempt is blocked out in the neutral zone. Stanley plays it across to Signor. Elks need to clear. Elks are going to send it back in. They stayed onside. Rogers sends it up ice. Stanley picks it up at center ice. Flips it ahead to his brother. Knocked down at the blue line. Rogers gets it back out in the neutral zone. Signor will pick it up. He'll skate it in. Signor's shot attempt was wide of the net, behind the net. Up the boards to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has it. He's going to send that in just wide. Deflects just past Hanson's stick, and Rogers will throw it back up ice. Signor holds the blue line. Rogers will get it back out in the neutral zone. Back to Stanley. Stanley flips it to the blue line, but not out. Now Jorgensen has it. He'll play it ahead. Jorgensen gets it back in the Rogers zone. Rogers throws it up, but knocked down by Hanson. Jorgensen has it along the boards, plays it down low. Rogers will throw it off the glass. Bounces to Signor. Signor will throw it deep again. Puck goes back behind the net. Rogers has it. Throw it up the boards. Hanson holds it in the corner. Sent across Jorgensen. Jorgensen shot. Goalie makes the save. Rebound came out. Elks weren't ready for the rebound, and Rogers clears. Signor will send it back up ice. Rogers knocks it down. Elks were getting a change behind the play. Rogers full strength as Stanley picks the puck up. Sends it back up the boards. Rogers can't play it. Now they get it back along the boards. Gets past Heckel. Cuts towards the middle. Shot. Blonningen knocks it down. Rebound is out in front into the corner. Centering pass. Past everybody. Rogers gets it back. Sent back behind the net. Centering pass. Rogers in the slot. Misses the shot attempt. Carlson can't get it on the stick. He gets it back. Backhands it to Owen Jorgensen, who'll get it up and out of the zone. Heckel gets past the defense. Heckel's coming in. Heckel comes in. Shot. Goal! Heckel gives the Elks a 3-0 lead. Heckel picks the puck up, gets past the defense, comes in and beats the goalie's glove side. Battleford along the boards. Rogers has it. Heckel throws it back into the Rogers zone. Rogers will clear it. Jorgensen has it. Elk stayed onside, but knocked off his stick. Rogers gets it back. Up ice. Gus takes it away from him. Gus will pick it up in the corner. Gus behind the net. Stops, loses man. He's going to take a look, see who's open. Sent up the boards to the blue line. Rogers holds. Sent back down into the corner. Gus will pick it back up. Throw it right back up the boards to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has it knocked off his stick. It comes to Heckel, who throws it towards the boards. Pass attempt kicked away by Heckel. Gus has it now. Gus loses it. Heckel gets it, comes right into the slot to Rogers. Rogers shot. Blonningen reaches up and gloves it. And Blonningen lets the Rogers skater as he goes, I know that he had the puck in his glove. .5:02 remaining in the second period. Broken up by the Elks. Gus has his stick lifted, can't play it. Rogers passes it across off the side of the net. Puck out in front. Elks get a piece of it. Armagast throws it up and out of the zone. Rogers will throw it back into the zone, and that should be offsides, and it is. 4:44 remaining in the second. Jorgensen will take the draw. Pushed into the Elk zone. Elks throw it right back out to center ice. Rogers gets it back. Cuts to the defense, and Rogers offsides. Jorgensen with it. Played ahead. Jorgensen gets it back. He gets pushed off the puck. He stays with it. Rogers knocks it away. Signor with it. Signor behind the net. He throws it up the boards to Stanley, who flips it up and out of the zone. He can't get past the Rogers player. Rogers gets it back along the boards. Jorgensen gets tripped. Rogers has it again. Cut towards the middle. He's going to take a shot off the crossbar. Back behind the net, comes to Stanley. Stanley plays it towards the blue line. Jorgensen will get it, or Stanley gets it out. Back along the boards. Jorgensen there first. He flips it ahead. Back into the Rogers zone. They'll pick it up behind the net. In the corner, sent back up the boards. Past Armagast. Signor tries to knock it out. Now it's a foot race. Stanley able to throw it to the corner. Signor with it. He'll play it ahead off of Armagast's head to Jorgensen out in the neutral zone. Jorgensen up ice. Yes, Stanley with him. Jorgensen shot. Puck loose out in front. Stanley couldn't get a stick on. He doesn't know where it is. It was actually behind him. Rogers up ice with it. Poked away by the Elks, but Rogers gets it back. Pass across. Signor rifles it behind the Elks net. Hansen up ice with it. Tries to send it to Heckel. Shot is going to be on net. Goalie directs that in the corner. Jorgensen with it behind the net. Can't play it. Stays with it. He gets run over. Battle for it in the corner. Heckel goes down. Rogers behind the net. Rogers is skated up. Played across. Elks poke it away. Stanley throws it back towards the blue line to Jorgensen. Jorgensen will carry it out. Jorgensen tries to split the defense. Loses the puck at the blue line. It's going to be a trip on Rogers. Elks back on the power play. Rogers, what did we do? That's the instant reaction. I'm saying he played the puck. The puck was nowhere near where his stick was. Rogers bench complaining about the call. Ref tells him he needs to stop. So 2:28 remaining in the second. Elks back on the power play. Out comes to Stanley. Stanley takes a shot off the draw. Goes just wide of the net. Carlson can't play it. Puck goes in the corner. Rogers picks it back up. Sent ahead. Gus has it go past his skates. Woodworth with the puck. He's being hooked. Stays with it. Gets the puck up to Stanley. At the blue line, Rogers holds. Stanley pokes away, and he'll kick it out in the neutral zone. Stanley throws it up ice. He will try to center it. Puck goes behind the net. Rogers picks it back up. Knocked away. Carlston has it. He throws it across to Stanley. Stanley with it. Stanley's going to turn and fire. Gets deflected. Goes wide. In the corner. Carlston with it. Tries to pass across to Jorgensen. Rogers intercepts him. Bergson knocks it off his stick. Puck up and out of the zone. Woodworth leaves it for Gus. Gus will skate it up. Sent ahead. Tried to go to Carlston. Intercepted by Rogers. Rogers carries it in. Poked away. And Jorgensen will pick it up behind the net. Jorgensen ridden off the puck. Stays with it. Gets a stick back on it. Throws it up to the blue line. Hansen tries to poke it away. Puck loose at the blue line. Hansen pokes it out of the zone. Rogers with it. Rogers is full strength. Knocked away by Gus. I'm not sure who they're going to call a penalty on. Gus didn't do anything. They're going to say Gus with a trip. Wow. Gus played the puck. Stick was there first. He's shorter than the Rogers player. Rogers player went over the top of him. Oh, they're going to take them both. Nope. No, the official says nope, just Gus. So with 49.7, Rogers is going to be on their first power play. Jorgensen will take the draw. Played along the boards. Rogers gets it back. Played out in front. That's going to go wide. Up the boards. Rogers has it in the corner. Pass out in front. Blondingen tries to cover it. Elks throw it in the corner. Rogers gets it back. Played up top. Hansen there trying to pressure. Hansen pokes the puck forward but not out. Jorgensen's going to get it to the blue line. Hansen had his stick being held. Elks get it back. Can't clear. Rogers takes a shot. Blondingen directs it over to Signor. Signor off the boards, up to the blue line, and out. Into the Rogers zone. No icing. Rogers gets it back. He's going to throw it back up the boards. Jorgensen loses an edge. Rogers back up ice with it. 5 seconds remaining in the period. Gets past Hansen. Comes in. Elks get a piece of it. Shot. Will not count after the whistle. It was short. Or missed the net anyways. I'm sorry about the camera work. Buzzer sounded before the shot went off, and Blondingen poked it away anyway. After 2, Elks leading 3-0. 41 seconds left on the Rogers power play to start the third. They do 2-minute intermissions here, so it takes a while. Now the penalty shows 24 seconds remaining, so I'm not sure if they're going to correct it to 41 seconds. All the clocks are wrong right now. We're going to get a whistle here. I don't know why. I believe there's 41 seconds left on the penalty, but we'll see. Oh, we're going to get another whistle. Should be 41 seconds left on the penalty to Gus. Right now the clock showing 24 seconds. It's really not that hard. Just do an extra 17 seconds. When the clock counts out, just take 17 seconds. Gus just can't come out until 14-19. It's not really that hard. Now we'll get a face-off. Heckler will take the draw. He gets pushed off the puck, stays with it, backhands it over to Stanley. Stanley will push it over to Jorgensen. Jorgensen drops it back to Stanley. Elk's pushing the puck backwards, not where we want to be going. Signor throws it up the boards. Rogers holds. Puck goes down low. Stanley can't play it. Puck out in front. Blondingen will try to cover it. Puck loose. Blondingen tried to cover it again. Rogers able to pull it away. Now the puck's up top. Rogers takes a shot. Rogers themselves knock it down in front of the net. Along the boards, out in front. Elks break it up. Blondingen covers it. Now the penalty clock shows 26 seconds, which again is not even close to right. Gus should come out here in 2 seconds. .14:21 remaining in the third. Gus is out. Elk's full string. Puck deflects off of Rogers' skater all the way up ice. So Rogers have to gather it back in their zone. 14:11 remaining in the third. Rogers skates it up past all three forwards. Now the defense back. Signor keeps him wide. Stops, plays it along the boards. Tries to cut past the defense. Elk's backhanded ahead. Stanley can't play it. Rogers gets it right back. Puck down low. Signor keeps him behind the net. Rogers tries a wraparound, shoots it off the side of the net. Jorgensen and Signor fighting for it. Stanley throws it into the corner. Puck loose, comes to Carlson. Carlson tries to play it ahead. Rogers gets it back towards the slot. Carlson got a stick on it. Shot. Blondingen will glove it. .13:28 remaining in the third. Puck loose along the boards. Heckel tries to play it ahead. Rogers knocks it away. Towards the slot, poked off his stick. Rogers pushes it up to the blue line, and Rogers was offsides, but they're not calling it. They called the Elks for a couple offsides that weren't offsides, and then Rogers was severely offsides and didn't call it. Rogers plays it ahead. Poked away. Comes wide. Jorgensen got a piece of it. Puck comes to Blondingen, who will try to cover it. Can't. Elks pull it away. Jorgensen throws it up the boards. Shot blocked by Heckel. Rogers gets it back. We're going to get a whistle. Looks like a Rogers player and Jorgensen are both going to go to the box. Not sure what they're calling. The Rogers player was arguing the call, and the ref yelled at him to get in the box. So slash, and I think slash and either unsportsman or taunting on Rogers. So slash on Jorgensen, and I think he got him for taunting. I don't know. Both benches getting explanations from each official. Maybe a face-off in the Elk River zone. Rogers needs one more skater. Now he's coming out. Puck played ahead towards Hansen. Hansen will get it up and out to the neutral zone. Rogers gets it back. Poked off his stick by Hansen. Rogers sends it right back in. Gus picks it up in the corner. Wraps it behind the net up the boards. Jorgensen tries to get there. He gets pushed down. Owen Jorgensen tries to play it. Elks can't clear. Rogers throws it back down. Now Elks get it back up ice. Hansen will skate it in. Goes across to Jorgensen. Jorgensen's shot goes wide as he gets run over. Knocked off his stick by Noah Jorgensen. Rogers gets it back. Cut towards the middle. Jorgensen can't play it. He throws it up out of the zone. Throws it back towards the Rogers zone. Elks to be offsides. That was quite the open ice hit for the Royals on Jorgensen, but no call. Stan will take the draw. I take it back. The penalty was not on Jorgensen. I believe it was on Heckel. They got him for a slash. Out front, directed wide. Behind the net, up front. Broken up by Stanley. Into the corner. Stanley tries to pin the puck. Nash and Vance Stanley battling for it. Puck still pinned in the corner. Elks played ahead. Carlston tries to push it forward. Gets it towards the blue line, but not out. Puck loose. Rogers gets it back. Shot. Rogers finally breaks through. Puts one up over Blonigan. So now it's 3-1. I guess they both can come out of the box. 11:19 remaining in the third. Elks leading 3-1. Stanley can't play it. Rogers gets it back into the Elk zone. Stanley tries to knock it away. Rogers shot Blondie with a kick save. Stanley throws it towards the boards. Jorgensen with it. We're going to whistle as the net is way off. Jorgensen will take the draw. 11:07 remaining in the third. Puck out in front. Comes right to Hansen. Hansen can't play it. Rogers gets it. Tries to cut towards the slot. Shot. Goal. Elks are swinging at the puck right now. Two quick ones for Rogers. We got a one-goal game. Jorgensen to take the draw. He gets pushed off the puck. Comes to Jorgensen. Jorgensen will turn. Can't carry it in. Now he gets it in. Jorgensen's shot attempt goes wide. Back behind the net now. Into the corner. Rogers gets it back. Sent up ice. A foot race, it shouldn't be icing. No icing. Up the boards. Rogers tried to get it. Jorgensen loses an edge. A couple of Elks fell down. Rogers has it up top. Shot attempt deflected into the corner. Rogers gets it again. Cuts towards the middle. Elks try to break it up. They're going to call the Elks for a hook. whistles all of a sudden. So Elks on the kill. 10-11 remaining in the third, leading by 1. Woodward to the box for a hook. Rogers has it in the corner. Elks try to get it away. Rogers cuts towards the middle. Poked off his stick, but Rogers kicks it away. Back down low. Heckler trying to tie him up. Up the boards. Centering pass broken up by the Elks. Rogers picks it back up. Towards the slot. Rogers gets it shot. Blonding and deflects it wide. Battle for it out front. Heckler throws it to the boards. Rogers gets it back. Shot wide of the net. Rogers gets it again. Shot attempt kicked away. Elks trying to tie him up. Rogers throws it deep. Heckler throws it up the boards, but not out. Rogers gets it again. Takes his shot. Knocked down. Heckler picks it up. Poked off his stick. He's able to get it back up ice, but that's probably going to be icing. .13 remaining in the third. 33 seconds left on the penalty. Woodworth. Owen Jorgensen will take the draw. Hook into the corner. Signor will play it. Goes up the boards as Jorgensen's stick gets pulled away by a Rogers player. Rogers skates in. Elks have nobody back on defense. Shot off the post. Blondingen pokes it away. Puck out in front. And Blondingen dives on it. Covers it. They're going to call a penalty shot. I don't know how you're going to call a penalty shot. No idea how you can call a penalty shot on that. So Rogers going to get a chance to tie this up here. They're going to call 88. He's their best player. They're going to have him take the penalty shot. No, I guess not. No idea how there's a penalty shot there. Just scrum in front of the net. Yeah, he didn't call anything for after Blondingen had it covered up. Arm never even went up. So 8:54 remaining. Rogers coming on a penalty shot. Blondingen gonna make the save. Loves it. .54 remaining in the third. 14 seconds left on the penalty to Woodworth. We'll face off in the Elk River zone. Along the boards, Rogers has it, sends it in. Signor gets it. He's going to throw it up the boards with Rogers there to play it. He's going to take a shot. That gets deflected. Puck's out wide of the net. Carlson picks it up. Plays it up the boards. Woodworth out of the box. Puck comes to Blondingen, a little dive on it. Rogers player came in on Blondingen and Signor pushed him away. .37 remaining in the third. Shot wide of the net. Gus with it. Gus will send it up to the neutral zone. Rogers knocks away, and Rogers offsides. Jorgensen kicks it away off the draw. Rogers gets it back. Out to center ice. Jorgensen with it. Jorgensen flips it into the Rogers zone. He tries to play it along the boards. Knocked off his stick. Gus and Stanley battle for it. Puck goes down low. Rogers picks it up in the corner. Throws it back behind the net. Intercepted by Carlson. Carlson sends it out in front. Rogers barely got a piece of it with his stick. Comes to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has it kicked away, but comes right back to him, but he doesn't see it. Woodworth tries to play it. Jorgensen and Stanley run into each other. Rogers picks it up. Gus knocks it off his stick. Gus, 2 players on him. He throws it back towards the blue line. Elks play it up but not out. Jorgensen backhands it up. Rogers holds. Stanley gets it out of the zone. Rogers has it played across. Comes right to Carlson. Carlson gives it to Woodworth. Woodworth pushes it into the Rogers zone. Back behind the net. Poked away up the boards. Carlson there. Try to hold. Plays it down low. Rogers gets it back along the boards. Up ice. Rogers sends it deep. Jorgensen plays behind the net and then throws it back up the boards to Hansen. Hansen pushes the puck ahead. Kicks it forward. Puck loose. Woodworth trying to get it up and out. He finally gets it out of the zone. Rogers has it back. Rogers throws it back into the zone. They were offsides. .650. I don't know why the clock's running, but it is. Now they stopped it. 6:44 remaining in the third. Heckel will take the draw. Tries to push the puck ahead. Battle for it at the blue line. Rogers picks it up. Gets past one defender. Signor gets his stick on it. Throws it back up out in the neutral zone. Rogers with it again. He'll carry it in. Heckel tries to time up along the boards. Puck down below the goal line. Rogers behind the net. Elks try to clear. Blonningen not able to cover it. Puck's loose. Into the corner. Back behind the net. Signor with it. Sends it up, but not out. Rogers knocks it down. Signor gets it back. Gets it to Hansen. Hansen sends it up ice. No icing. Rogers had an attempt at it. Jorgensen pins him. Heckel tries to take a shot off the pass, and Rogers up ice with it. Rogers has it. Shot. Blonningen knocks it down. Rebound comes out to Hansen. Hansen sends it up ice. Tries to go to Jorgensen. That should be icing. .539 remaining in the third. Jorgensen will take the draw. Puck into the corner. Armagas throws it up the boards. Rogers can't play it. Jorgensen pushes it ahead, up and out of the zone. Gets past the defense. Jorgensen coming in with Stanley trailing. Jorgensen shot, barely makes the save. Tries to pass out to Stanley. Stanley can't play it. Rogers throws it up ice. Now it's a foot race. Rogers gets behind the defense, and Rogers up ice. Woodworth and Gus back, and Rogers' player blows a tire. Now Gus is going to skate it up ice. Gus will carry it in. Plays it across into the corner. Back up the boards, all the way up ice. Icing. Both teams' chances on breakaways. Jorgensen's and the Rogers player blows the tire. Stanley will take the draw. Elks take a shot off the draw. Puck goes wide. Jorgensen tries to throw it in on net. It deflects off a Rogers player up ice. Signor will get there first. He throws it up but not out. Armagas is able to get it up ice. It should not be icing. He won't get there. Rogers gets it in the corner. He throws it right back up and out. Comes to Signor, and Signor will play it across to Stanley. He's in his skates. He finds it. Backhands it in, but Rogers picks it up. Rogers will send it deep. Signor with it. Throws it up right to a Rogers player. Jorgensen there to break it up. Rogers going to get it right back there in the slot. Backhand, Blonigan knocks it down. Puck's loose, and he'll dive on it. .406 remaining in the third. Echo will take the draw. Rogers wins the draw, has it up top. He's going to wind, he's going to fire. Blonigan directs that into the corner. Signor throws it up the boards. Back down low, Rogers has it. Poked away. Jorgensen with it now. Jorgensen ridden off the puck. Heckler tries to play it ahead. Puck moves towards the slot. Comes to Signor. Signor gets it up and out of the zone. Rogers with it. They're going to send it back in, offsides. 3:40 remaining in the third. Heckle will take the drop. Rogers tries to play it ahead, knocked away by Gus. Rogers gets it in the Elk River zone. Heckle and Gus battling for it. Rogers picks it up along the board. Shot over the net. Carlson gets ridden into the boards. That's going to be a penalty on Rogers. Puck's going to go back on the power play. Carlson's slow to get up. He looks like he's okay. Checking on Rogers. 3:21 remaining in the third. Carlson looks a little shook up. Stanley will take the draw. Waiting for the penalty to go up on the board. Still waiting. At this point, we know it's a minute 30. There, it's up there now. Stanley will take the draw. Hansen whiffs at it. Rogers up ice. Woodworth able to knock it away, but puck does come out of the zone. Gus with it. Flips it ahead towards Hansen through his legs, but Rogers gets it back. They'll send it right back in the Elk zone. Gus picks it up behind the net. Up the boards, tries to go to Hansen, intercepted by Rogers. Shot, Elks intercept. Jorgensen tries to carry it out. Rogers able to hold it, sends it right back down low. Cut towards the middle. Woodworth gets a piece of it. Shot, wide of the net. Rogers had a clean look. Stanley up ice, poked off his stick. Rogers gonna get it right back. Hansen got a piece of it, comes to Jorgensen. Jorgensen. Fans on it, can't get it to center ice. Gus with it. Gus is just going to try to throw it into the zone. It deflects off on Elk. Rogers throw it right back up in the neutral zone. Woodworth tries to play it backwards. He ties him up. Elk's going to be, well, they were offside, so they're going to say no. Rogers up ice with it. And Rogers offsides by about 3 steps. 2:17 remaining in the third. 26 seconds left on the penalty for Rogers. Heckle will take the draw. Rogers has it up top. He will send it into the zone. Stanley throws it up, but not out. Elks get it out now. Jorgensen with it along the boards. Rogers gets it back in their zone. Pass back becomes to Armagoss. Armagoss throws it deep. Rogers gets it back. Bad for the board. Stanley takes a shot. That's knocked down by Rogers. Rogers up ice. Elk's got to get back. Rogers carries in. Towards the middle. Shot. Goal. Elks were swinging their sticks instead of trying to play it. So with a minute 40 remaining, we are tied at 3. Swinging their sticks. Rogers gets it off the draw. They're going to skate it in. It's past the defense. Shot. Lonnie makes a save. Rebound comes out. Rogers can't play it. Rogers gets it back. Along the boards. Stanley gets it up to Hansen just off his stick. Into the game. We're into the zone. Jorgensen can't play it. Jorgensen throws it up ice. Rogers has it at the blue line. Carried in. Back behind the net. Shot. Donovan makes the save. He doesn't know where it is. Now he tries to cover the rebound. Lonnie had it covered, had the puck pulled away, ref blew the whistle, and then the puck came loose. Rogers' coaches and fans wanted the puck to be live. 57 seconds remaining in the third, tied at 3, face-off in the Elk zone. Timeout. Rogers, I think. Elks have been doing a pretty good job controlling the pace of play. The last few minutes, they've been just swinging at the puck instead of playing aggressive like they had been playing most of the game. So the timeout is over. Jorgensen will take the draw. Into the corner. Woodworth with it. Sent up the boards. Rogers knocks it down. Hansen tries to tie him up. Rogers gets it back. Elks throw towards the slot. Poked away. Rogers gets it right back in the slot. Shot over the net. Elks twice put the puck in front of their own net right there. Rogers has it along the boards. Takes a shot. Lonnie directs that to the corner. Up the boards. Woodworth flips it up and out of the zone. Jorgensen has his step on the defense. Jorgensen comes in, has it knocked away. Rogers and Jorgensen both go down. Up the boards. Jorgensen tries to break it up. Elks kick it away. Puck's loose in the Rogers zone. Rogers gets it back. Up ice. Jorgensen throws it ahead. Rogers gets it back. Elks had one defender back, and Rogers is offsides. Elks dodged a bullet there. It would have been 4-on-1 coming in. Face off just outside the Elks zone. Jorgensen will take the draw. Tied up. Woodworth has it, backhands it towards the blue line. Rogers gets it back, shot wide of the net, and that's how this one's going to end in a 3-3 tie. Tough one for the Elks. They should have held on to that one, but we have tie, and Elks back at it again this afternoon. That is it from Superior. Elks tie Rogers 3-3.